Fierce Man is to the rescue! Fierce Man to the rescue! That's some great superhero music. You know, it starts off kind of slow. Like, listen to it. Listen to it. It starts off slow. Then you got the superhero pose. Kind of looking off into the distance. And then he overlooks the city. And here it comes. He starts flying. That's probably going to be some music that I'm going to use in the next episode of Fierce Man. So yeah, I just thought I would debut it on the channel. Anyway, Fierce, audience, Fierce. What's up, guys? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing utterly fantastic. That's right. All right, well, let's open up that chat, and let's get a moseying. Let's get a moseying. All right, here we go. All right, big shout out to the fans. Thank you for liking the stream. I appreciate that. Right off the bat, I can always depend on you guys for liking the stream right off the bat. Thanks for another like. I appreciate that. We got 2 likes. Anyway, we got 1 person watching. Big shout out to the fans. I hope you guys enjoyed that superhero music. You know, I thought, I got to start off with a bang, man. I got to start off with a bang, kind of lead into it, and I think justice was served. Dun, 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 dun. It gets those creative juices flowing. It gets the hype up. Anyway, today Fierce is drinking out of my black Infinity Saga mug. That's right. And it's all of the Guardians of the Galaxy characters. Plus, I went and got myself a muffin. I almost said a mug. Not a mug. A muffin from the bakery. Let's give it a taste, shall we? Very nice. Very nice. Just a nice little snack, Anyway, thank you for liking the stream a 3rd time. I appreciate that. Big shout out to the fans. So I talked to my mom today. She is excited, overjoyed to see her baby boy. I'm very excited to see my mom. I'm excited to see Enzo. I'm excited to see pretty much everybody in Missouri. And my friend Eric called and said, Fierce, are you ready for the barbecue? And I was like, listen, I'm beyond ready, buddy. I said, when is Fierce not ready, Anyway, today's topic is, I watched this last night, but before I went into work. Oz the Great and Powerful. It's a prequel. It's a prequel to the original Wizard of Oz. So we're going to review it. And then I finally finished Young Rock Season 2 from my library. Unfortunately, they don't have Season Rock 3. And I cannot believe that this got canceled after 3 seasons. It is such a good TV show. It really is. I don't understand why it didn't have more success. Because usually everything The Rock does is successful. And to have it be canceled after 3 seasons, I don't understand it. It was so good, the 2nd season. So I'm going to have to invest and buy all 3 seasons because I checked many of my libraries around the area, and none of them have Season 3. They only have Season 1 and Season 2, unfortunately. So, there it is. But it comes with a lot of discs. 1, 2. There it is. But a lot of episodes on those 2 discs. So, yeah. So, we're going to review that. And then, when more people get here, we're going to do the top 10 villains in movie history. Or we're going to try to narrow it down to the top 10. Anyway. So my mom is overjoyed. She's excited. And I was like, Mom, I'm excited too. So, I'm flying out July 1st. And it's pretty much going to be an all-day travel day. Because unfortunately, the flight I found, I don't get in until 10:30 at night. So there it is. Anyway, let's see, what else has been going on? Oh, I'm so excited. Beyond excited. I'm hanging out with Sam this weekend. And then I think Randy's going to come hang out with us because I can't hang out with anyone next weekend after that because then that's when I'll be traveling, so. And I am so excited for a break. And I mean a break on everything. A break on videos. A break from my job. I just cannot wait to relax. I mean, of course, I'll still film some stuff on my vacation, but I just cannot wait to, hang out with Enzo, take him for a couple of walks, play with him. He loves his Frisbee. Hang out with my mom, go visit my dad, just get back to my roots. 10 days of relaxation. Thank God. Anyway. Big shout out to the fans, and, every once in a while I'm going to check in with you guys while I'm on vacation, and, I'll do a stream here and there while I'm on vacation. I don't know if I'll stream every single day, but I'll stream a little bit, because it is a vacation, So, anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing great, and, you know what? I gotta say, the weather today and yesterday has been kind of, muggy, Not good. It was, raining all the time while I was at work last night. I get out of work at, 7. So it was kind of a quick, easy day. And I'll get into that in just a second. And, I go to my car and I'm like, oh, God, it's raining. So it had been raining all night. I get home, it's still raining. Then I took a shower. I made myself some eggs. Ate my eggs. Took a shower. Went to bed. I woke up at around 12. Something like that. 12:30-ish. And it stopped raining. So then from 12 to about 3, no rain. And then just an hour ago, it rained for 25 minutes. So it's been kind of off and on. Raining a little bit. Not raining. Raining a little bit, off and on, off and on, off and on. So, but that's Florida for you. That's Florida. You have to take the good with the bad. Thank you for liking the stream a third time. We got 4 people watching. Shout out to those glorious fans. Now, listen. Last stream, I did a couple of impressions. Visions loves my President Clinton. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. It's a vicious lie. I would never insult the American people. I love booty. Just not her booty. Anyway, I'm working on it. I'm working on doing more impressions. Yeah, I've got Bill Clinton in my bag. I've got Steve-O. Oh yeah, dude. I can do Steve-O. I can do it's hard to do sober Steve-O. I've got drugged out Steve-O, in the bag. Oh, yeah, dude, totally rad, man. Yeah, man. So there it is. And then I've got, Fears Man. Listen, I love and adore Fears Man, but Fears Man's just my voice. Halt there, villain! He's more loud. He's more... it's from the narrow depths of my voice, and he takes down his villains, with authority, with efficiency, You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Halt there, villain! Don't you dare commit that crime!" You know? Superheroes, it's from the base, like a superhero can't be like, "Halt there, villain," because then the villain will be like, "What the fuck, man? Like, really? You're gonna take me down and you've got that voice? No, 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 no. It's gotta be big, over the top. Halt there, villain! How dare you commit a crime in St. Louis, Missouri? I cast you out! How fucking dare you? It's time for a duel! A fight to the death!" You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be, in that kind of genre. Oh, no, our genre's the wrong word. In that kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I've got the merchant. I see you have an eye for things, stranger. Gun's just not about shooting. It's about reloading. You know what I'm talking about. That's probably my favorite one I've done of all time. Of all time. I can do a little bit of the mayor from the mayor from The Wizard of Oz. The big fat mayor guy. He's got kind of a distinctive voice. I haven't debuted that one yet, though. I'm still working on that one. So it's certain movie characters, it's certain public figures, but Fears tries to. I love impersonating people, or not impersonating, impressions. So I'm always trying to work on it, Well, one of the funniest ones is Bill Clinton, because we all know he did it, and then he lies on television. "I did not have sexual relations." Yeah, I think you did. Listen, Bill Clinton, we know you wanted to get your dick wet, all right? I wouldn't have got my dick wet with Monica Lewinsky. She's all right. She's okay. But is she the hottest babe in the world? Knows. Yo, Caleb, what's going on? Caleb says, "Hey, I'm on a train to Sydney." Oh, nice, buddy. Nice. So you're checking out the Fierce Man while you're on a train. Okay, that's cool. You are great at impressions. Well, I appreciate that, Caleb. Really. Hey, say hi to your mom for me. Sharon's in the chat. Sharon is in the chat. Good old Sharon. Hey, and I hope your brother's doing all right. I know your brother goes through a lot, Caleb, because if you guys don't know, Caleb's brother is handicapped. So, Caleb, I wish you and your brother nothing but the best, and your mom. So I hope your brother Zach and Sharon are doing fantastic. So yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there, buddy. Because I care deeply about my fans. I really do. Anyway, I just wanted to debut some of the newest impressions. So yeah. Anyway, Caleb, we're probably going to work on some, well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad everyone's doing well, buddy. I really am. I'm from the bottom of my heart, I'm glad everyone's doing well. Caleb, probably when I get back from my vacation, buddy, that's when I'm going to contact you. Caleb is in charge of Fears' artwork for my channels. Caleb, ever since I created my channel, Caleb has been a fan. And Caleb has been the one that not only works on my cover art, he comes up with the concepts. I mean, I'll give him a little push. I'll be like, "Hey, use blue, use yellow, but kind of have fun with it." So Caleb, I'll probably give you a call, buddy, whenever I get back from vacation. Every couple of months, I like to change the channel art on my channel, just to keep it live, keep it fresh. Let the fans know, that I'm always trying to push Fears Vlogs and Fears Man 26 into the next century, stuff like that. I'll send you a message about the channel art soon. I'm working on a film shoot for the media. Oh, nice. Okay, well, you don't have to send me a message, Caleb. I'll send you a message as soon as I get done with my vacation. Because my vacation's coming up very soon, buddy. July 1st, Fears flies out. And you know what? I'm excited. I have not been on an airplane. Oh, wow. Since last September, whenever my dad died. I flew home for my dad's funeral, and then I stayed there for 3.5 weeks to help my mom with, certain stuff. So, yeah. Caleb said, that'll work. Well, man, I got to update mine myself. It's been over a year. Oh, yeah, you definitely got to, like, change up the cover art. I try to change it up every 6 months to a year. Lately, I've been doing it every 6 months, because Caleb doesn't mind helping me out. So, yeah. Anyway, Caleb says that's awesome. Yeah, you don't have to, I'll message you, buddy. As soon as I get home, I'll call you. We'll work on some cover art. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll knock it out. I'm thinking maybe a blue background and then red and blue, or not red, I'm sorry, yellow and blue letters, like one after the other, like dark blue and then light blue, dark blue, light blue, dark blue, light blue. I'm thinking we'll figure it out. Anyway, we got 5 people watching. Big shout out to all the fans. So yeah, hopefully Visions will be here soon, and everybody else. I left everyone a message in the Discord, in LC's Discord. And I don't know if you guys saw, but I had LC on a couple of days ago, and it was so good to have him on because, man, I have not hung out physically with LC in like a minute, and I hadn't had him on the show in kind of not a long while, but at least a while. And I was like, you know what? I got to get him back on the show. So, yeah, so it was good. There he is! Yo, Lord Visions. Visions, you missed all of my impressions. Or, well, maybe he didn't. Maybe he was watching from the shadows. Visions, did you see some of the new impressions that I did? So, yeah. I've got a new one that I'm working on. You know the big fat guy out of The Wizard of Oz, the mayor? He's got, he's like, as mayor of the Munchkin, that guy, But I don't have him locked down yet. But I'm working on him. There he is, yo! What's up, Yakov? So I went to our local bakery, and I got this muffin. Oh, Yakov, listen, I know I'm trying to lose weight, but Fears was out and about today doing his errands after I got some sleepo, and it was raining not almost all day. So I bought this. I'm a big fan of blueberry muffin. I like all types of muffins. Banana nut, banana walnut, blueberry, raspberry. I don't care what muffin is, but blueberry muffins are some of my favorite muffins. Oh my God. And this bakery, if you guys get a chance, go down to, where is it? It's on the other side of Claremont. Claremont is like 25 minutes away from, well, I should say this. It's 25 minutes away from Orlando if there's zero to little traffic. If there is traffic, you're looking at like an hour, or at least a half an hour. So it's on the other side of Claremont. I was over there doing some errands, and on the way back, I was like, well, I better hurry back because it's almost like 5. And I said, I want to start the stream at around 4:55-ish. So yeah, somewhere in 5. I said at the latest 6. So I stopped, got myself a muffin. I almost bought a coffee, and I was like, nah. I'm like, I'll just do coffee at home. So yeah. Vision says, some of them, I heard, Fears. I was just working, so really can't interact much. I know, I got you, buddy. You get on those prints. Comment when you can, Visions. By the way, Visions, I loved the angle. So, in Visions' workshop, he sent me a photo. I hope you don't mind me saying this, Visions. On one side, you got the printer, right? Way up, like, on the wall. I guess, Visions, you, like, mounted the TV to the wall. Oh, not the TV. I'm sorry, not a TV. A monitor. So he's got... I can't wait to see the workshop, buddy, when I come to see it. So, from pictures, Visions has got 4 monitors. Well, 5, technically, if the one on the wall, right? So he's got 4 monitors at his desk. Right, Yakov, where he can watch Fears. Then if he's working... he can have me on in the background, and there's a printer, like, right here, like, off to the left. And then if you look to the right and up, he's got one mounted to the wall. So That's pretty badass, Visions. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 monitors. So he's got 4 monitors around his computer, 1 mounted to the wall. That's fucking awesome, dude. 5 televisions of Fears going fucking ballistic. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Yakov says, I love a nice muffin. Right? You know what I'm talking about, Yakov. I love muffins. Muffins are so good. But this bakery, I'm telling you, you know what? And I forgot the name of it. So, Yakov, let me get the name of it. If you guys are ever in the Orlando, Claremont area, you've got to go down to this bakery. Oh, shit. It is so good. And I'm not just saying, like, so good. I mean, beyond belief good. Their muffins are amazing. I should have got 2, Yakov, but I'm trying to watch my weight. I bought 2 cookies. Like 2 homemade chocolate chip. They were dripping with chocolate. She goes, oh, I just pulled them out of the oven. I ate those in the car. They didn't even make it home, Yakov. They were 2 like buttery melting chocolate chip cookies, and they were like the best cookies I've ever had in my life. So I had the chocolate chip cookies, and then I bought the muffin. So yeah, you should see my room. With all the framed pictures of you. There's like 30 or 40 of them. Yes! Yeah, Visions. Well, now you've got more art. So now Visions, you've got, I was telling Randall this the other day. You've got the original Fears Man art that me and Randall both signed, right? That's in the office, it's in your office above your laptop. And then I was like, hey, Randall, in a couple of months, and then I accidentally forgot that was in my room. I put it in the corner, and I was like, fuck it. I need to send it to Visions. So I apologize on sending that one so late. But I was like, Randall, get your ass over here and sign this other one. Randall came over one day. He signed it. And he's like, well, what are you going to do with this one, Fears? I'm like, now he's got one for the workshop outside. And Randall's like, really? He goes, where did he put? Because Randall didn't know that you had posted the first one, Visions, in your office. So Randall looked at me and said, well, Fears, like, he's already got one, right? He goes, and Randall thought the first one was supposed to be in your workshop. He goes, well, he's already got one in there. I said, no, he doesn't, Randall. I said, he put the first one in his office, and then Randall was like, oh, why didn't you tell me, Fears? I was like, I guess I just forgot to tell you, buddy. And he goes, well, where's he going to put this one? I said, well, now he's going to put this one in the workshop. And he's like, oh, that's what's up. And I was like, yeah, buddy. So, yeah. So, I'm looking forward to seeing it, buddy. Oh, and then Visions. I hope you don't mind. I noticed something about you, buddy. So, a friend and me were hanging out about, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I just showed him, not all of it, but I showed him a portion of the Watch Sleepaway Camp stream. And I didn't notice this until I paused it. On your knuckles, you've got some tattoos. I bet that hurt, man. I mean, they look cool, but right here on the knuckles, there's not much skin right here on the knuckles. I bet that hurt, man. Fears hasn't gotten a tattoo yet. I've been wanting one, but I made a promise to my mom. My mom, she's kind of old school, and she goes, I don't care what you do after I'm dead, John. She goes, just promise me while I'm still alive, you won't get a tattoo. And I went, all right, Mom. I said, I love you that much. I said, that's a deal. She goes, as soon as you die, I'm sorry. She goes, as soon as I die, you can get a tattoo. So the minute my mom does die, I'm getting 3 tattoos. 1 for my dad, 1 for my grandfather, 1 for one on my shoulder, probably right here, the Ghostbuster symbol. Those 3. So yeah, and then I'll probably get something for my mom too. So 4. I don't know what type of tattoo I would get for my mom, but definitely I got to get a tattoo for Grandpa Fears. So a tattoo for my Grandpa Fears. I don't know what. Maybe my grandpa's initials. John David Fears. So JDF for John David Fears. That's my grandpa. My dad's initials is John William Fears. So JWF. And then I'm John Patrick Fears. So, and then if I ever have a son, he'll probably be John something. We'll figure it out. And then I got to get the Ghostbusters symbol. Why? Because it's my favorite film. So, yeah. Let's see. Ooh, that's good. That's cool, Yakov. Yakov says, I could make a mean pumpkin chocolate chip muffin. That actually sounds really good. Pumpkin mixed with chocolate chip. Fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah. You could get Fears Man on your knuckles. Very true, Yakov. Very true. I don't know if I would want tattoos on my knuckles. I just noticed that. I paused it, and my friend was like, why are you pausing it, Fears? He goes, this guy sounds hilarious. That was my friend. I said, he doesn't just sound hilarious. I said, Visions is a good buddy of mine. He makes me laugh all the time. Yakov, you make me laugh all the time. So does Triple. You know, all you guys make me laugh. But you guys make me laugh in different ways. And so I looked at my friend. I said, well, I'm pausing it. I said, because I didn't know Visions had tattoos on his knuckles. I couldn't make out what they said, but my friend said something. He goes, Fears. He goes, I don't have a tattoo on my knuckles. He goes, but I have a tattoo on my back shoulder. And I said, yeah. And he goes, that one hurt. He goes, so I can only imagine getting your knuckles tattooed. And I said, well, it couldn't be that bad, could it? He goes, Fears, there's hardly any flesh on your knuckles. And I said, yeah, that's very true. And he goes, there's just kind of bone and like, look, that's how much flesh right there. And I was like, yeah, that's not much. He goes, and then my friend said, so I bet your friend had to sit there with great patience. And I said, Visions is a very patient guy. I said, Visions is a very patient guy. So, and then my friend was like, yeah, he goes, but Fears, I'm telling you, he goes, I bet that tattoo hurt. I said, I can only imagine. I said, I wouldn't know, but yeah. Big shout out to Triple. Triple says, S-Man audience S-Man. Yeah, but why S-Man, Triple? It's the Fears Man. Anyway. Big shout out to Larry, Visions, Triple, Lord Visions, Lord Yakov, Lord Larry Tate. Larry Tate, you must love Bewitched. Because Bewitched, that's Darren's boss. That's Darren's boss off of Bewitched, Larry Tate. And did you ever notice, Larry, that Larry Tate on the show, he was always nervous, you know, whether he was nervous of the witchcraft or he was nervous that Darren was going to do something. And he actually fired Darren a couple of times. But then once Darren explained it, then Darren got his job back. But when I was watching that, I haven't finished it. It's still over there. I was like, he just fired Darren like 2, 3, 4 times. I'm like, oh, shit. Which is so unbelievable, because in real life, if a boss fires you, you're done. That's it. When you get fired, it's over. You know? So, yeah. Anyway. That's a good idea, Yakov. I want to interview you. I would love to interview. I'd love to do more professional interviews, like on the main channel. Like my friend Steph, the Wizard of Oz girl, that interview was spectacular. And it was so much fun. You guys know how much I love interviewing. 1, because it's so much fun. 2, because I'm so good at it. And you guys know how I was in school. This is the way the Fears Man mind works. If I was interested in it, I got epic grades. If I really wasn't interested, I would just do enough to pass the class. Like, I'll give you an example. I was really interested in broadcasting, and I was interested in filmmaking and in interview. So I got A's and B's in that. But when it came to math, I was like, oh, fuck this garbage, you know? I hate math. If math was a person, I would punch it in the face. I cannot stand math. So that's why I had to get a tutor. Because my teacher came up and said, Fears, I don't think you're going to pass this course. And I was like, I'll be honest, I don't really care. And he's like, well, do you care of graduating? And I said, well, yeah. And he goes, well, then you got to get at least a C in my class. And I was like, oh, fine, fuck. And he goes, I'm going to set you up with a tutor. He goes, go to the library. Your tutor's waiting for you. So every day after school, to at least get a C or a B, I sat with a tutor. And there was 2 tutors. The first tutor was a guy. Then he graduated, and then they gave me a new tutor. And the second tutor was this hot, smoking, rockin' babe. So she made math fun. Very fun. Anyway. Yo, Pretend Stories, what's up? The Titanic sub is still missing only a few hours of oxygen left. That's insane, Larry. I remember you telling me about that. I hope everyone is okay. And I looked it up online. It was some crazy shit. I didn't read everything about it, Larry, but I read some stuff on it. So hopefully they're all right. Anyway, I will say a prayer for them. Anyway, big shout out to everyone. I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. It's been a pretty good day. Besides the raining off and on, but my mom called. She's over the moon. She's overexcited to see her little baby boy. And I'm like, I'm excited to see Mom. And my mom and my grandma totally spoil me. And she's like, what do you need? What do you need when you come? I was like, Mom, I don't need anything. I just want to see you. I want to see my brother. I want to see Enzo. And I said, Mom, what do you need? I said, if you need any help, you let me know. I said, when I'm in town, whatever you want, I'll help out with. She's like, no, I want to get you something. What do you need? I'm like, again, I don't need anything, Mom. I said, I just want to hang out with my friends and family, relax, And I was telling everybody, I'll probably do a couple of streams while I'm in town. Definitely have to go to the OG coffee shop, That's definitely a must. The coffee shop that started it all. Without that coffee shop, there would be no Fears Man podcast. And there wouldn't be a podcast without Pixel, because I think Pixel was the one that introduced me. He goes, well, Fears, he goes, you can reach, your audience a lot more if you do a podcast or a live stream. And I was like, really? I'm like, what the hell is that? And he explained it to me, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So if it wouldn't have been for that coffee shop and Pixel, we wouldn't have the Fears podcast. And initially, it was Coffee Talks with Fears, but the trolls gave me so much shit. They were like, oh, you're stealing it like from Sega Talks, and I really wasn't. What I was really stealing it from was, I love Mike Myers off of SNL. I love all of his work. I love Wayne Campbell. I love Shrek. Oh, that donkey. I can do Shrek a little bit. I'm working on that impression too. I love Shrek. I love Austin Powers. Yeah, baby. I can do Austin a little bit, because Austin's kind of easy. Because I'm half British, so he's British, so I can kind of do Austin, but he's got a certain tone to him that I'm still working on. And he used to do this. I don't know if you remember this skit, Visions, everybody. He would dress up as this, girl named Linda, and he was always, kind of, working on her hairdo, and she was, a New Yorker, and she had this show called Coffee Talks, where they would sit talkie, and they would just, gossip and shit, but everyone was in drag, so every guy played a girl, and then every girl played a guy, kind of reverse roles, and it was fucking hysterical. The little skit. So when I was coming up with a name, I thought, oh, well, Fears loves coffee. I'm at a coffee shop, Coffee Talks. But of course, they're like, you're so unoriginal, Fears. All that crap. I'm like, who the fuck cares? But I got so tired of it. I was like, all right, I'll just name it the Fears Podcast. I said, then they can't say shit about it, because that's my name, But I really wasn't stealing it from Sega, Anyway, big shout out to Yo Heroes and Villains Collectibles. Good to see ya. Pretend Story says, what's up, LC? He says, just chilling. What's good with everyone in the chat? We're just chilling. Hanging out with the guys, hanging out with the loyal and loving fans. Big shout out. Big shout out to everybody. Anyway, so we got some topics today. I'm going to review Young Rock Season 2. So good. I was telling everybody at the start of this, LC, it's such a good television show. I don't know why they canceled it after Season 3. I don't get it. I do not get it. It's such a good show. They should have done a 4th, 5th, 6th, because The Rock has got so many legendary stories in his life, I bet. So it was kind of cool to hear him tell this story, and then actors act out his story. I loved it. But unfortunately, the library that I go to, and I had the library check other libraries around the area, none of the libraries have season 3. So if I want to watch season 3, I'm going to have to invest and buy all 3 seasons. I probably will, though, because it's such a good... I mean, I loved season 1. I loved season 2. I finally finished season 2 last night. So last night, I watched the last few episodes before I went to work. So I watched the last few episodes of this. And then I watched Oz the Great and Powerful because I got this at Goodwill like a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago. So, yeah. So we're going to review both of those. And then Visions, we're going to try the top 10 villains in movie history. I know there's a lot more villains than 10, but let's see if we can, harness it down. And I welcome everyone's opinion on this. No, Triple, that's next. That's next. It's right over here. Triple said, have I started Sequest? The minute I get done with MASH 4077, I'm on season 5. I'm on season 5, buddy. MASH had 11 seasons. So the minute I get done with MASH, Sequest it up, buddy. That's right. Hero says, I'm going to be live soon doing a live reaction watching the Nintendo Direct presentation. Oh, sweet. All right, well, be sure to check out LC's live broadcast. So, yeah. LC, I don't know if we'll get to hang out before I go on vacation because not this weekend, but next weekend is when I fly out. So July 1st is next Saturday, and that's when I fly out for my vacation. So, yeah. Yep. That's a good one, Visions. Doyle rules. And then he's like, Doyle, he goes, I got a feeling your whole family's going to go down one day. And then, he comes up and, pours something over Billy Madison's head. And he's like, Doyle rules. And then he's like, thanks a lot, Doyle. And then one of the most funny things is he goes back into class and his crazy first grade teacher's all dancing and doing weird shit like this. And then she's like, Billy, what are you doing? He goes, I'm out. And then she's like, well, that just means that you're out for that game. And then he goes, oh, no, it's okay. I'll just draw a picture of a duck or whatever. And she goes, Billy, dodgeball time is a special time. Not just for you kids, but for Miss Libby, too. And I'm just sitting there what the fuck? And then he goes out, and then the Doyle kid, chucks a red ball right at his face, and he catches it. Midair catches it, and he goes, now you guys are in big, big, big trouble. And he just demolishes 8 or 9 kids in the face with a red rubber ball. And he's like, yeah, fuck you, O'Doyle. I'm like, yeah, damn right. Fucking O'Doyles. That was a good one. That's a good one, Visions. That's a good one. Anyway, let's start with the top 10 villains. Well, I'm going to start big. He doesn't start as a villain. And then he kind of ends as a villain, and then he goes back to a good guy. But when he is a villain, he's a pretty powerful villain. Darth Vader, number 1. He is Anakin Skywalker. He gets turned into Darth Vader. He's subdued. He gets seduced by the dark side of the Force. That's right. And then at the end, he does the right thing. Well, supposedly kills the Emperor. Because the fucking Emperor comes back, in episode 7, episode 8, or whatever the hell it is? Whatever the fuck it is. Last Jedi or some bullshit. Anyway, I like them. I like the new ones, but they're not as good as the 4, 5, and 6. They're alright. There's certain scenes I like, but is it really as good as the original trilogy? No, not really. But it's alright, it's okay. So I would say number 1 is Darth Vader. But at least at the end, he looks at the Emperor, and then he looks at his son, looks at the Emperor, looks at the son, and he's like, yeah, fuck you, Emperor. Throws him down the air shaft, and all this fucking white smoke comes up and shit. You think it's the end of the Emperor, but that son of a bitch comes back with a force. I'm like, you fucking people. I'm like, if you got thrown down an embankment shaft at 150 feet up, you'd be dead. You would be dead. That would be the end of it. But of course, no. Anyway. So I would say Visions, Yakov for 10 Stories Heroes. I would say first one is Darth Vader. So let's do number two. How about Anton from No Country of Old Men? I just watched that on Sunday. You know what? I'll be honest, Visions, I haven't seen that one yet. I've not seen that one. Is it any good? Anyway. Larry said, I saw the dude's surprise package you hooked him up with. Very nice of you. Oh, well, I'm glad he liked it. And big shout out to the dude. He posted my stickers all over town to spread the word of Fears Man. I wanted him to put it on the coffee mug, but he said he only has one sticker on his coffee mug. And he bought that from Visions, and he just wants to keep it just one sticker. And I was like, all right, fair enough. He bought the no sleep sticker from Visions. And has it plastered on the top. That's where I got the idea from it. Mine is demolished with stickers. I've got stickers from Visions, stickers from my friends from church camp. Michael Myers is on there. Jackass, YouTube, fucking Jaws is on there. Because I fucking love Jaws. Oh God, what else? Visions shit, all the horror movie stuff Visions has sent me. Please be kind, be rewind. That one sticker you sent me, Vision, that's on there. Someone sent me a sticker at a convention, said I just farted. And I was like, oh, well, that has to go on there, because of my Crohn's. So I got a little bit of everything on there. So yeah, Vision says, it's great. Yeah, according to a bunch of professionals, that character is the closest thing to a psychopath that's ever been portrayed in film. Oh, nice. So, No Country for Old Men. I'll definitely have to check it out. All right, so far we got Darth Vader. Number two, I would say any villain from the Indiana Jones series. Well, obviously, he battles the Nazis. He battles that creepy dude from the cult in Temple of Doom. And then Nazis again in the third one. Then in the fourth one, he battles the fucking Russians. And then the fifth one, I think it's back to Nazis. I got that from the trailer. So he's back to like taking down the Nazis. So I would say number two, Nazis. It is the second top villain in film history. Number three, definitely, I gotta go Ghostbusters, Visions. Zool. Because Zool creates the Terror Dogs. Zool creates the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So I would say Zool. So that's number three. Let's see. Oh, listen, Larry, I hooked Visions up. By the way, Visions, did you check your P.O. box? Did you get the gift yet? Let me know. But Larry, to answer your question, I hooked up Visions. I hooked everybody up with some extra goodies. So I did get Visions the $20 Walmart gift card, and Vision said, "Well, what should I buy with it, Fears?" I'm like, anything you want, buddy. Go for it. Sky's the limit. Go nuts. Buy yourself another, DVD or a Blu-ray, at Walmart. Get Mrs. Visions something. But yeah, I hooked Visions up with some extra goodies. Oh yeah. But Visions, did you check your P.O. box yet? Did you get it, buddy? I'm just curious. Because I sent off Yakov's, the dude's, and yours the same day. Now, Yakov, unfortunately, he's going to have to wait, they said anywhere between 15 and 20 days, which I thought was nuts. But again, I've never sent anything internationally. Visions, with your business, you deal with that all the time. You send packages all over you send orders all over the world. Sending Yakov that thing was the first time I've ever sent anything international. Ever. And they're asking me all these questions. They're like, fill this out. They're like, you have to explain in detail what the fuck is in the box. And I was like, really? And they're like, yeah, what if it's a bomb? And I'm like, well, obviously it's not a bomb. They're like, how do we know that? And I'm like, because I'm not a psychopath. And then they're like, we don't know that you're a psychopath. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I wrote in Stormtrooper, and then I said extra goodies, and then I filled out the goodies. So yeah, so yeah. Vision says, yeah, I sent one to Canada today. Oh, there you go, buddy. But did you get yours, Visions? Did you check your P.O. box? Did you get your gift yet? I hope you did. So I sent them all. It was like, what was it? It was about a week ago I sent those, right? Maybe a week and a half ago. The first one I did was the lady looked at me and said, well, let's do the Canada one first because that's going to be the most pain in the ass one. And she goes, you have to fill this out. So it took me 15 minutes to fill out all the paperwork for that. So she goes, let's mail that off. She goes, the ones that are in America to your two friends. She goes, those are easy. Let's just do those at the end. And I said, okay. She goes, your friend that lives in Canada, she goes, that's going to take like 15, 20 minutes. So I said, okay. So yeah. I will check in about an hour. All right, cool, buddy. Cool. Let me know. If I'm still streaming, let me know if you got it and put it in the chat. If I'm not streaming, then write me a message on Instagram and let me know that you got it. Cool beans, buddy. Cool beans. I know you're working right now. Get those prints done. Oh yeah. So what are we working on tonight, Visions? More band t-shirts? Because I know Visions makes a lot of shirts for local bands, which is really fucking cool. And that's pretty profitable because what if a band rolls into town, right? They're like, yo, Visions, we need 155 t-shirts for a concert tonight. And then Visions like, all right, go ahead and slip me that moolah. And then they're like, oh yeah, right on. You make it, you make some moolah, they get the shirts, there you are. Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. All right, let's see. We got 3 villains so far. The first one, Darth Vader. The second one, the Nazis from the Indiana Jones series. Or just Nazis in general. Zool. The fourth one, Michael Myers. I mean, he's a pretty epic villain. So that's number 4. Number 5, I would say Freddy. Number 6, I would say Jason. So we're at number 6. Number 7. And this is hard. This is hard to try and just pick just top 10 villains. If you guys have got any suggestions, put them in the chat. Well, number 7, I would say any Bond villain. So that covers all that. Number 8. God, it's so hard. I would say, well, no, he's not really a villain. He's just an asshole. I was going to say Stifler from the American Pie, but really Stifler's not a villain. He's just a fucking prick. He's a fucking dick. But he's like that one friend that everybody has. He's a lovable dick, Like you love to hate him. Everyone has that type of friend in their little core group, So... Larry says Leatherface. He's a good villain, Larry, but I don't think he's as iconic as Jason and Freddy and Michael. So I would say a maybe on him. Let's see. We've got 3 left. 8, 9, and 10. I was going to say Stifler, but he's not really a villain. He's just a dick. Lex Luthor. He's a pretty iconic villain. So, Lex Luthor for Superman. For Batman, there's many villains, but my favorite villain, it's a split between the Penguin and the Joker. I'm going to go with the Joker for number 9. And then number 10... Buffalo Bill, maybe. You know what? I forgot who Buffalo Bill is. Let me Google him. Hang on, Visions. I forgot. I know I've heard of his name. I just can't remember who he is and what he's from. So, hang on. Give me 1 second, buddy. Give me 1 second. Buffalo Bill images. Let's see here. I've heard of his name. I think, is he from a film? Let's see. Buffalo Bill in film. Okay, so it's from a Western. It's from a Western. Oh, yeah, I know who this guy. Okay, yeah, I know who he is. Yeah. I've seen this movie. It's been a while, Visions. But I've seen him. Yeah. Good old classic John Wayne. Well, howdy, Pilgrim. You know? Keep your nose clean, little lady. I can do John Wayne a little bit. Not very good, but a little bit. Oh, yeah, I remember Buffalo Bill. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen it, but let's see here. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Number 9 was The Joker. Number 10. Number 10. Let's see. Let me look at my movies. Let's see here. You know what? You know what, Visions? You know what, Visions? I gotta go classic. Shh. Classic. You and me love Return of the Living Dead, the fucking Tar Man. The fucking Tar Man for number 10. Because he's made 3 appearances in film history. Return of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead Part 2. How he's alive after Part 1, they knocked his fucking head off. So in number 2, he reattaches his fucking head, and he's back on the attack jack. And then in number 5, he's partying with kids at a fucking rave. He's biting their ears, biting their necks. Then at the end of the film, you see the Tar Man walking down the fucking highway. So I would say the Tar Man. The Tar Man. Yeah. I've seen Silence of the Lambs, Vision. Put the lotion in the basket! In the basket! It's been a while since I've seen Silence of the Lamb, but that guy's fucking weird. Put the lotion in the basket! Now! Why do you want lotion? Oh, I think you know the reason why he wants lotion. It's been a while since I've seen that film, but that guy is a crazy motherfucker in that movie. Holy shit. Then that woman is like talking, to the doctor behind the glass, right? So yeah. Ugh. It's crazy. That is crazy, man. Crazy. That is crazy. And the way Anthony Daniels... Oh, wait, what's his name? Not Anthony Daniels. Anthony... I forgot the guy that played... the guy, the doctor guy, the crazy psychopath guy with the face mask on. I forgot his acting name, but that's a crazy movie, buddy. It's a good movie, but it's a crazy movie. Anyway, that would be the top 10 villains in Fears' film history life. Listen, I know... Oh, you know what? I kind of forgot, the Wicked Witch of the West. She's quite the villain. But it was hard to pick just 10. Maybe next time I'll do a top 20. Because then I can add her. Because the Wicked Witch of the West, she's one of the most iconic villains in film history. I can't believe I forgot about her. So yeah. I've seen it, DVD Blu-ray guy and Visions. It's just been a long time. I haven't watched Silence of the Lamb in like 15, 16 years. It's been a minute. It's been a while. But I've seen... And I haven't seen the whole thing. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I saw like a lot of the interview scenes where he's behind the glass and she's sitting in a chair and they're talking back and forth. Then I saw the lotion in the basket scene, which is fucking weird. Like that one girl or that guy's like down in like a pit and he keeps having a basket like lowered down and up and he's like, put the lotion in the basket. So I've seen bits of it. I just haven't seen it all the way through. But it's a crazy fucking movie. It's a crazy movie. Anyway, give me 1 second. I need to charge my laptop. There we go. I've seen Sling Blade, Larry. That's a great movie. Sling Blade is great. I forgot the guy... Oh, and Visions likes me doing that character. Like, tell me right now, what are you thinking? He's like, I was thinking I'd take these taters home, I can do him a little bit. I'm still working on that guy. I figured I'd take these taters home, that fucking guy. So yeah. Agent Smith, that's a good one, Triple. Yep, Agent Smith, from The Matrix. That's a good one. I forgot about him. And he's like, "You're empty," you know? And then Neo's like, "So are you." And then he like cracks his neck, and it's like the loudest pop in film history. Then they start karate chopping the shit out of each other. One of the coolest moves though, Triple, is when Neo goes like this, he throws a punch, and the punch gets like that far from his neck, and then he goes like that and like kind of chokes his Adam's apple, and then he keeps punching, Agent Smith in the face. So yeah. Yep. So yeah. Fears, you should check out some top 10 or top 100 lists of Letterboxd okay. Movie suggestions for classics. That's a good idea, Visions. But I'll be honest, Visions, anything that you've ever suggested, like at least when it comes to horror, and like the one that your dad loved, The Hunted, I cannot wait to watch that. Anything you've suggested though, Visions, have been good. Like when you and Pixel both suggested Night of the Comet, you're like, Fears, you can watch it for free on YouTube. I watched it for free on YouTube. I just haven't bought it, and I was gonna buy it when I was home in 2021, but they wanted like $80 for it. I'm like, for one Blu-ray, and I think it was because it was the limited edition one, Visions, and it was in a steel book, and it was like extra scenes, and I'm like, I just want the film. I'm like, I don't want all that other garbage, And they're like, that's the only one we have, and I was like, I am not paying $80 for that. So that's it. So Night of the Comet, it's amazing. I still got it on my list. Hopefully they have a cheaper version at V-Stock whenever I come into town. Whenever you suggested Chopping Mall, the name alone, I was fucking losing my mind. Then I watched the fucking movie. I was in fucking utter chaos. I had fucking tears coming out of my eyes because I was laughing so hard. I fucking love that movie, Anyway, let's see. He also has knuckle tats. Oh, does he? Oh, okay. Right on. Anyway, let's get to the reviews. So, if you guys have never seen this, it's a prequel to The Wizard of Oz. This movie shows you how Oz got to Oz. So, the wizard, his name is Oz, and when he gets to Oz, all the people of Oz projected that a great wizard would come and save them from the Wicked Witch of the West and her sister, the Wicked Witch of the East. So, he gets there, and he's like, where the fuck am I? And he's really like a fake and a phony. He's a fake magician at a traveling carnival. And so he's like, I'm not really a magician. I just do fake illusions. And I'm not your wizard. I'm not the one, you're looking for. And they're like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. So he has to pretend that he's the wizard. And then he makes a bunch of friends. And then he's like, I can't just leave. And he goes, now I've bonded with these people. I've bonded friendships. He goes, I may not be a wizard, he goes, but I'll come up with a plan to, like, have you guys destroy the Wicked Witch of the East. And he really doesn't kill the Wicked Witch of the East or the Wicked Witch of the West. He just has a plan where they're banished, from the kingdom. And the Wicked Witch of the East, she goes back to her castle. And then if you guys have watched the classic Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch of the West has a massive gray castle. You see it towards the end of the film. Half inside, half outside. I love The Wizard of Oz. It's such a good movie. And the guy that wrote the books, I've never read all the books. I've read 2 of the books. Whenever I was a kid, I read Return to Oz, which is the Disney movie that they based the 80s classic movie Return to Oz off that book. And then they based the first Wizard of Oz off the first Wizard of Oz book. So I've read those first 2. Oz the Great and Powerful, which is that's based on the third. The third book is a prequel book that shows you how the wizard got to the land of Oz. So I give the guy a lot of credit that wrote all those books. He must have had an incredible imagination to do this. In this one though, you don't see the Tin Man. You see a scarecrow, but it's not the scarecrow from the original movie. But you see a scarecrow. You see a lion in this. But you don't see the Tin Man. So the Tin Man doesn't show up until the Wizard of Oz first book, and then the Tin Man makes an appearance in Return to Oz. So yeah. So yeah. I wouldn't say that, Triple. I wouldn't say they all. Of course the witches do. The witches do, but everybody else is pretty good in the film. It is a good movie. It's not as good as the first Wizard of Oz. I would rate it probably an 8. Probably a 7 or an 8. It's an okay film. It has lots of bonus features, though. I watched all the bonus features today because I didn't have enough time last night. I watched the movie, then I watched the last 4 episodes, and then by the time I watched the last 4 episodes of this and this movie, it was time to go to work. So, while I was eating lunch today, I watched all of the bonus features, and James Franco plays the wizard. He's a good actor. I wouldn't say he's the best actor, but he's a pretty good actor. But yeah, DVD Blu-ray guy, I wouldn't say I hate it, but I don't like it as much as I like the original. Nothing can beat the original Wizard of Oz. The original Wizard of Oz is so classic. It has some of the best movie lines in film history. The way they shot it, there's not one scene in that film that I don't like. You know, starts in black and white, it goes into a colorful, mystical land, and so the adventure begins. So yeah, I prefer the HBO's Oz. You know, Visions. Let me look that up. I've never seen it. I've never seen that. Let me see if I can find a trailer of it. Let me see if I can find a trailer of it. Let's see. Let me go to YouTube. I'll do a live reaction. HBO's. Let's see here. HBO's. Well, if I could type. HBO's Oz. And then trailer. Let's see if I can find a trailer for it. I didn't even know that HBO made a version of Oz. Oh, okay. All right, well, let's watch the trailer. Let's see here.
Time to go inside with HBO's first dramatic series from the executive producers of Homicide, Life on the Street, Academy Award winner Barry Levinson, and Emmy Award winner Tom Fontana.
Even if you're in here till you die, your life can have some purpose.
Ain't that my cigarette hanging off?
Does this have anything to do with the Wizard of Oz? I don't think it does, Visions. Okay. All right. It's like a bad cop, good cop TV show. Okay, I thought it had something to do with the Wizard of Oz, but apparently this one does not. Okay. All right. Well, there it is. Because I'm watching, I was like, where's the Wizard of Oz stuff? And it's like inside a jail cell, some guy screaming his head off. I'm like, this isn't the Wizard of Oz. Anyway. Let's see. DVD Blu-ray, guys, has all those cash grab sequel movies to the franchises. They don't need that. Sequels suck. Oh, I agree. Sequels usually suck. There are some good sequels out there, DVD Blu-ray guy, like The Godfather Part 2, that's pretty good. Terminator T2, that's good. There's very far and few between sequels are usually good because they're trying to outdo the original. I'll give you an example of one that's horrible. But now it's a cult classic. The Wizard of Oz, fantastic. Return to Oz, not that good. There is some good scenes in it, like the animation scene at the end is groundbreaking. The Gnome King, all that stuff at the end, it's all claymation, it's all animation. That shit's good. But the movie as a whole, no. But yeah. So there's certain scenes out of Return to Oz that I like, DVD Blu-ray guy, but I don't like it as a whole. Listen, Larry, I know he was joking. That's why I love Visions. I know he was joking because as soon as I started watching, I'm like, this has nothing to do with the Wizard of Oz. That's why Visions is funny. He's a funny guy and he makes me laugh. So yeah. So it was funny. I was like, wait a minute. So yeah. fears that's all you watch. That's not true. That's not true, DVD Blu-ray guy. I watch it all. I would be a bad filmmaker if I just watch sequels and remakes, etc. I watch everything. Everything that I can get my hands on, I watch everything. I watch prequels, I watch sequels, I watch remakes, I watch reboots, I watch it all. Tonight, the two movies that I've selected that I'm going to review tomorrow, I'm going to watch, I'm going to try to watch them both. I don't know how long they are. I'm for sure watching the Super Mario Brothers movie. I bought it on Blu-ray. I went and saw it with LC. I went and watched it with LC. Woo! That was some good shit. So I cannot wait to review that one for you guys tomorrow. I may watch Happy Birthday to Me. Visions, I cannot wait to watch that. Oh my god. It sounds hilarious. It looks hilarious. But you know what? I've never seen the trailer. So let me do a live trailer reaction of Happy Birthday to Me, because I kind of know what it is by reading the back cover. Like, some girl's like, I didn't get invited to a birthday. Well, I'm just going to kill all of you guys, you know? I'm like, that is so psycho. Why? Like, who cares? You didn't get invited to the birthday party. Wow, who cares? Who gives a shit? Oh, no. They must pay. I must kill them all. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. All right, whatever. So, yeah. Well, not 100% all. Well, then there you go, DVD Blu-ray guy. Don't make those accusations. I watch it all. I watch old movies. I watch new movies. I watch old TV shows. I watch some new TV shows. I prefer the old TV shows. Seems like they put more effort into the old TV shows than all this new garbage. The two new shows that I've been watching, though, about a year ago I watched Gotham, and that was amazing. I rented every single... I should have reviewed it for you guys, but I was just too lazy. I didn't review it for you guys, but maybe one day I'll go back and I'll rewatch it at the library, and then I'll review it for you guys. I watched all that. That was good. I enjoyed Gotham, and then I'm watching MacGyver right now. So in between MASH, so MacGyver is right up there, the 2016 version, and then down here is MASH 4077. I used to watch MASH 4077 with my grandma. My mom and dad, before I started school, they worked a lot. My mom worked at the church as a secretary, and my mom had a second job at Kmart. If you guys don't know what Kmart is, it's an old, very old store that was in the Midwest. I doubt that you guys have even heard of it. And then Kmart went out of business. And then when it went out of business, my mom, had to get rid of that job because it went out of business. Then she went back to working at the church, and then my mom became a substitute teacher when she wasn't working at our church. And then my mom formed her own business because my mom loves kids. My mom formed her own babysitting business, and it was just by happenstance. One day on a Saturday afternoon, one of her teacher friends, because my mom was a substitute teacher, she goes, oh, me and my husband's going on a romantic date, and we've got no one to watch the kids. Will you watch them? And my mom said, sure. And then that lady kept asking my mom to babysit, and my dad was like, why don't you make this into a business? My mom's like, I could do that. And then my mom formed her own babysitting business. My mom did it for like the next 16, 17 years of her life. And then whenever my dad got sick, then my mom retired. So, there it is. But yeah. So those are the new shows I've been watching, DVD Blu-ray guy. The new MacGyver. The new MacGyver's good. It's just not as good as the old MacGyver. But it's still good. You can do a lot more with the new MacGyver because they have new technology now, I like that they brought over the old pocket knife. It's the exact same pocket knife from the 80s one. Yeah, buddy. There it is. It's up there. Oh, yeah. When in doubt, you got to MacGyver it out. Visions, I've got to get that shirt made. So, DVD Blu-ray guy, triple, Yakov, Larry. I just said this to Visions one day, just as a joke. But sometimes, whenever I buy something from Vision, he'll throw in an extra shirt. So I always give Visions ideas for extra goodies. Not that he has to throw in extra goodies. He's just that cool of a guy. And I said, Visions, how cool would it be? A little picture of the red Swiss Army pocket knife right here, right? Whether it's a white shirt, black shirt, I don't care. Right there. And then underneath it, it says, when in doubt, you have to MacGyver it out. And I was like, yeah. So one day, if Visions doesn't make it, I'm going to send Visions some money, and I'm going to get him to do a commission. Because, oh, by the way, Visions, I think before I go on my trip, I'm going to rebuy that Michael Myers mug. Because if you guys did not watch yesterday's stream, we had a little bit of a mishap. I don't know. I have so many mugs. I have to, like, literally pack my cabinet super tight because I've got so many mugs. So I've stopped buying mugs because I already have a shitload, you know? I don't need any more. So, yeah. Anyway, I open it up. The Michael Myers mug falls out. I try to catch it in midair. Literally, it was like falling. I try to catch it like this. Slips through my fingers. Bada bing, bada boom, smashes into a million pieces, and then I showed the remains on camera. And I was like, no! But Vision sent me a link, so I think I'm going to rebuy it either this weekend or next Friday, buddy, after I get back from Indiana Jones and the fucking Dial of Destiny. And I'm hoping, I'm praying that my Indiana Jones hat comes in the mail in time. I haven't gotten an email. They said, thank you for your order. We'll let you know when your order is done and we ship it out. Because on the website, they said, we make these hats from scratch. They said it takes about a week and a half to make each hat. And I'm like, oh, shit. So, I should get it hopefully by next Monday, next Tuesday. We'll see. Fingers crossed. But if not, I'm gonna wear my gray fedora, and then I'm gonna bring my Cup of Christ movie prop. I don't care what Randall says. Come high or hell water, I am getting some Diet Coke in that biatch, at least for the vlog, you know. And I'll remake the classic scene for the vlog, you know, like you must choose wisely. And then that fucking Nazi idiot guy's like, oh, it's so beautiful. It's more beautiful than I can imagine. He doesn't even ask the fucking guy, the fucking night guy, if it's the right one, or, hey, I would appreciate some advice. That's why Nazis, they're fucking idiots. They're stupid. They're evil. Takes a drink, and what happens? He chose poorly. Right? He chose poorly, and that motherfucker had to die. He had to die. And then, because and you know what? Even if you didn't have any information, hello, Jesus was not a rich guy. Hell, he took 3 fish and 2 loaves of bread and fed 1,000 people with it, or something like that, right, Yakov? Something like that. It's been a while since I've read the stories. I need to read my Bible more. So he wasn't rich, so the fucking chalice would not be made out of gold and diamonds and shit, you know? And then Indiana Jones goes, that's the cup of a carpenter. He was a carpenter, for God's sakes. He only made a couple of pennies, loose change here and there, you know? Plus, Jesus wasn't about making money. He was about the big guy upstairs, you know? Because and I've told you guys this. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I'm a happy guy. But money cannot make you happy. You can have a bazillion dollars, but if you don't have the big guy upstairs on your side, and you don't have good friends and good family, then you've got nothing. Nothing. Zero. Give you a perfect example. Robin Williams had everything in the world. A great wife. His wife is hot. He had children. He was the most funniest guy ever in film history, or one of the most funniest guys. What does he do? He hangs himself. Apparently he didn't have everything. Everyone thought he had everything. Unfortunately, he passed away. And it's unfortunate because he was a funny guy. And I wish he wouldn't have done that, because suicide, it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. If he would have just got some help, I'm sure things would have been all right. Sadly, he didn't. So it's very sad. It's very, very sad. Anyway. Anyway. I don't agree with that DVD Blu-ray guy. He says, but it is a lot of what you watch. It's not. No, it's not. We can have this debate all day long, buddy. Fears watches everything. Sequels, remakes, prequels. Is this a sequel, buddy? This is not a sequel. It's a prequel. I watch old television shows. I watch new television shows. New television show. Old television shows. Mostly all of this is old TV shows. The Walking Dead is up there, and The Big Bang Theory is up there, and Fear the Walking Dead is up there. But look, fucking Gilligan's Island, Highway to Heaven, Full House, Star Trek is up there. Most of that shit is all old. So I watch, if you want to be accurate, I watch a lot more old stuff than new stuff. But I watch it all. I watch it all, buddy. I watch it all. I watch it all. I watch sequels, prequels, sequels, reboots. I watch it everything, DVD Blu-ray guy. Spell it out for me in the chat. Everything. Fears watches everything. I'll give you an example. I had never heard of... Remember the last Visions? Remember the last movie I reviewed? Lock Up. It's a classic Sylvester Stallone movie. Fears has never heard of it, which is very rare because me and my dad, when my dad was alive, we watched almost everything Arnold and everything Sylvester Stallone because my dad loved those two actors and my dad loved his blow me up, Rambo, like kill all the villain type of movies. Most guys do, right? I found it at Goodwill for like $1. Never heard of it, never seen it, but when I flipped it and I read the back and I was like, I don't know how this one passed me by, but sounds pretty good. I watched it. It's amazing. I loved it. I loved Lock Up. It was so good. I watched that the other night before I went to work, and I asked my friend at work, we're on the belt, and I asked my friend, I said, hey, buddy, I said, have you ever heard of a movie called Lock Up? He goes, yeah. He goes, classic Sylvester Stallone movie. I said, right. I said, I watched it for the first time. He goes, Fears. Are you kidding me? I went, no, I'm not kidding me. I said, why? And he goes, Fears. That one's legendary. He goes, how did that one pass you by? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, there's only so many hours in a day, buddy. There's only so many movies that Fears can get to. And he goes, Fears, you are the goddamn movie master. I said, very true. Very true. And he goes, and how could you not have watched that? I was like, I guess me and my dad just never got around to it. So, but it's good. It's very good. Anyway. Oh, I love the Brady Bunch, Larry. Dun, 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 dun. There's a story of a man named Brady. Na, 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 na. I've watched the movie versions, and then I've watched the old ass television show. The only thing I don't agree with the Brady Bunch, even when they were pissed off at each other, they had a smile on their face. That never happens. In real life, when your family members are pissed at you, normally 11 times out of 12, you don't speak to each other for a while, you get into an argument. But in the Brady Bunch universe, they're like, I'm really mad at you. That doesn't happen in real life. But again, it's made up. But they were always happy, even when they were pissed off at each other. Like, well, let's try and find a solution to our problems. That never happens. Normally when people are mad at family members, you fight, you yell, you argue. Everyone's had that in their families. And then once everything calms down, then you work it out, and then you talk it out. So, the Brady Bunch, it's kind of far-fetched. It's kind of far-fetched, Larry, but I still enjoy it. Like fucking Greg Brady, he's like trying to be Mr. Joe Slick, like college guy with his fucking afro hair and shit. And he's got that fucking like 60s vest on. He's got his fucking guitar, and he's like, clowns never laughed before. Beanstalks never grew. Beanstalks never fucking grew. I'm fucking losing my goddamn mind. It was hilarious. I'm like, listen, buddy, you're never gonna get a lady. Beanstalks never grew. Oh shit, neither knew. You know, I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. Anyway, Anyway, Vision says it's okay to watch remakes. Oh, listen, I know it's okay to watch remakes and sequel, but I don't agree with DVD Blu-ray guys saying, and we're just having, I'm not mad at DVD Blu-ray guy. I love having a discussion with my fans. A good discussion. I would say, I'll meet you halfway, DVD Blu-ray guy. I do watch a lot of that, but I watch everything. Because I would not be a good filmmaker if I just watched a portion of certain movies. I watch good movies, bad movies, old movies, new movies, old television shows. I watch it all. So that's a better word. Everything. I watch everything, Visions. Anyway. Exactly. The new MacGyver is pretty badass. But it's not as badass as the old one. But that's what I would say. I watch a lot of what DVD Blu-ray guy is saying, Visions. But I would say I watch everything. Or I try to watch as much of everything as possible. So I'm a well-rounded filmmaker. I watch old stuff, new stuff, old television shows, new television shows. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, you know. Thank God Casey Neistat is back to making... He's been trying to make weekly content. I'm like, yes, weekly content. Enough of this fucking, I'll just make one video a month shit. He is my favorite YouTuber, but I'm like, make more content. But see, that guy, he makes millions over one video a month. He doesn't have to make, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, it must be nice. It must be very, very nice. So yeah. I will say, DVD Blu-ray, I have not got to that movie yet. But I will. Because I really want to watch it. Because I hated that people assumed that I wouldn't like it. That's what really got me mad that day. I was like, let me watch it, and then I'll decide. If I don't like it, then I'll be like, hey, you know what? I did watch it, guys, and I didn't like it. But I haven't seen it yet. But I am going to watch it one of these days. The Vision says, okay. All right, so now you guys know what I'm talking about. But again, I'm not mad at DVD Blu-ray guy. We're just having a nice discussion. I like to watch a little bit of everything. Like, I'll give you an example. Visions is right. The new MacGyver is absolutely fantastic. It's good. I like that they took a little bit of the old concepts from the old TV show and branded it with a new audience. And he can do a lot more with technology. But I like the old MacGyver better because it was simpler times, you know? So, yeah. Anyway. It doesn't seem like your a cup of tea, Fierce, but who knows? Exactly, who knows? Let me watch it, and believe me, I'll tell you guys, because you guys know me and my movies. If I like it, I'll be like, oh, God, that fucking movie was fantastic, guys. If I don't like it, I'll be like, it just wasn't my cup of tea. So you guys know. So you guys know a little bit of what I like and what I don't like. So, yeah. But Visions, I am looking forward to. Man, when I find some of those gems off the list, buddy, definitely The Car. You said you watched The Car, and you said The Car was fan-fucking-tastic. And it kind of reminds me, like, I don't know, they must have made that movie before Maximum Overdrive, because Maximum Overdrive, it's not just one car that comes to life. Every single machine in that movie comes to life. Like a soda machine shoots out cans, like at rapid fire, and it, like, hits someone and makes a dent in their face. Then the lawnmower runs over that kid's legs. Then the ice, the ice laying machine that glazes ice over the hockey rink, that bashes out of the fucking wall, runs over that old grandma lady. And then the bridge comes alive and opens up, and then people were falling off the fucking bridge and shit. So every machine in Maximum Overdrive comes to life. And for some reason, they hate humans. They're, all pissed off, oh, fuck humans. We're going to kill every single one of them, you know? I love the cameo of Stephen King. He's dressed up as this, old guy, and he has those 80s shades that, pop up. And then he's like, hey, Sugar Britches, this machine just called me an asshole. And it's like the fucking, the ATM. The ATM just starts spewing out asshole, 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 all the way down the fucking page. And he's like, hey, Sugar Britches, this machine just called me an asshole. I was fucking losing my mind. Because how random would that be? Yeah, I want to pull out $50. I want to pull out $100, and all of a sudden you like look at the fucking machine. It's like, no, you're not getting any fucking money. Fuck you. You're an asshole. I'm like, no, fuck you. Give me my $100, biatch. That's right. But in the car, it's just that one black slicked out car comes to life, Vision. So I don't know if they must have made the car before Maximum Overdrive. I'll have to do some research, buddy, but let's do a live reaction of Happy Birthday to Me, because I bought it and I haven't even watched the trailer yet. So let's have a little look-see. I'm very excited. It sounds hilarious from the description, and that fucking guy on the front cover about to die, or he is gonna die, or whatever. Let's do the trailer. Happy. I did like Vision's reaction when I watched the trailer for, what was the one that you hated, Visions? The Friday the 14th. You're like, oh, Fears, don't even waste your time. I'm kind of curious now. I think I may have to watch it once, buddy, just to see how bad it is. Visions is like Fears. It is the worst fucking terrible garbage you'll ever like. And I was like, really? Is it that bad? He went, oh yeah. He goes, it's terrible, and then fucking some. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, okay. Happy Birthday to Me trailer. Let's see what this is all about. Wow. Oh shit. This is old. 1981. So they made this 2 years before I was born. I was born in October 28th, 1983. Oh my lord, this thing's old. Oh my god. All right, well, let's have a look. All right. I didn't know it was that old. Oh wow.
Someone's having a party for the top 10, the senior class snobs.
Oh.
Before they get to celebrate, 6 of them will die in the most bizarre ways you'll ever see.
Oh, really? Will they? Will they die in the most bizarre way? Well, I guess we'll find out.
Virginia, don't go away. Come over here, Virginia.
It is up to you to determine whether you wish to subject yourself to fear.
Well, I am the Fears man, so I will subject myself to fear, because really nothing scares me in life except for these two things. I'm scared of dying, and I fucking hate snakes like Indiana Jones. I fucking hate snakes. I cannot stand them.
And shock. Because of the bizarre nature of this birthday party, pray you are not invited.
Oh, I want to come. I want to come. Oh, wow. Happy Birthday. Coming to a theater near you. Coming summer of 1981. No fucking shit. Oh, my lord. That was great. Can't wait to watch it. At the end, an axe goes flying into the birthday cake. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. But Visions, you said you've never seen that one. You said you've never seen it. Exactly, Larry. Good friendly debates are always good. I always love a good friendly debate. So yeah. So it's not that I don't agree or disagree with DVD Blu-ray guy. Just I think a good word is I watch a little bit of everything. Well, I gotta say, Visions, wow. Happy birthday to me. I can't wait. Who will survive? Do you want some birthday cake, motherfuckers? Yeah, go ahead and give me a slice. Give me a slice. All right, let's get to the reviews. All right, here we go. So, it's okay. I reviewed this one. It's about a 7. It's a good watch. It's not the best watch, but it's an okay watch. This one, though, so good. And again, I don't understand why they canceled it after 3 seasons. The first season's amazing. The second season amazing. The Rock has lived a very interesting life. You know, at one point, like when he was a kid, he was in so much trouble stealing, not doing good in school. And then a bunch of friends and a bunch of his dad's wrestling buddies, like, kind of helped him, like, turn his life around. Then he gets accepted to the University of Miami. He plays football. He gets hurt. He takes a break. Then he plays football. in Canada for a little while. And in this one, in season 2, like football in Canada is like a little bit different than football in Miami. So he has to kind of learn a new way to play football. And then he's like, you know what, this ain't for me. He goes, I think I'm done with my football career. And he's trying to figure it out. So in this season, it shows you all the kind of wrestling stuff. Oh, well, the beginning of his wrestling stuff. He goes to his dad, and his dad's like, I am not training you. He goes, do you want this life? He goes, it's traveling to different cities. He goes, you may get a paycheck here and there. He goes, you only get like a standard pay, like a guaranteed paycheck if you hit the big fucking times. He goes, if you're just like a little wrestler like me, because Rocky was a big wrestler, and then he got into some like arguments with Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon thought that Dwayne The Rock Johnson's dad kind of fucked him over. He kind of did, but then after the dust settled, then they kind of became friends a little bit, but it wasn't the same. But at least Vince McMahon did not take it out on Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Like, he gave Dwayne a shot. He goes, I'm not going to blame you for your dad's mistakes. He goes, you're your own person. So when he was trying to figure things out in this season, he's like, well, my dad was a wrestler. My grandfather was a wrestler. All right, I'll give it a go. And then, thank God he had some wrestling buddies, so that kind of helped him. And he's like, hey, do you guys think, since you're friends with my dad, and my dad's a wrestler, and you guys are wrestlers, he goes, do you think you can talk to Vince McMahon and have him give me a shot? And Vince was like, yeah, I'll give you a shot. He goes, but you got to pay your dues. So he did pay his dues, and then his opening, and I watched his debut. After I watched this, I've never watched The Rock's very first live television debut. And it was in Madison Square Gardens. And he went by the persona Rocky. I forgot his last name. But it had to do with legacy. And he wore this kind of like Polynesian like costume. He didn't become The Rock until later. Because he went up to Vince McMahon in the show and he goes, you know what? He goes, I understand what you're trying to do. Like, my grandfather was Rocky. My dad's Rocky. I'm The Rock. So he said, but he goes, I'd like to make my own version of The Rock legacy. He goes, this Polynesian costume, he goes, that was more of my dad and more of my grandfather's type of stuff. He goes, I'd love to like really make my version. And then Vince was like, well, do you have any ideas? And he's like, you know what? And then he raises the eyebrow in the show. He goes, I got a couple of ideas floating around up here. And then the way it ends is The Rock started off as a babyface. A babyface is a good guy. A heel is a villain. And as we all know, The Rock is a villain. He's good sometimes, but he's more of a villain. The Rock, like The Rock's version, when he finally got to like, the flashy shades and the gelled hair with the Hawaiian t-shirts with all the chains and shit, and he's very Miami because he's from Miami and he lived in Hawaii and all that stuff. But it ends with him being a babyface, and then the fans are booing the shit out of him. And then it ends with the actor playing Vince McMahon saying, did we make a mistake? And then Vince's assistant goes, what, his wrestling moves? And he goes, no. He goes, I wonder if we made a mistake with him. And then it says to be continued. So you find out, I guess we'll find out in season 3 how he created like, the eyebrow raise and the Rock and all that. And in this season, we get to see the Rock for the first time meet the Undertaker. We get to see him meet Triple H. We get to see him meet Stone Cold Steve Austin. But in this one, he wasn't Stone Cold Steve Austin yet. He was Stunning Steve. That's what Stone Cold Steve Austin was before he created the persona, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, very good. It's definitely worth a watch. Check it out. If you're big wrestling fans, Pixel's the ultimate wrestling fan out of the community. I would say that's fair to say. I like wrestling a little bit, but I like Dwayne The Rock as a person. I think he's a fantastic actor. He's a great entrepreneur. He's a philanthropist, however you say that word. He dedicates so much time to charity. He takes care of his family. It would be an honor, not only to interview him, but just to meet him for like 5 minutes. Just be like, I'm a big fan. I've watched pretty much almost everything that you've ever been in. There's a few movies that I haven't seen of him, but mostly I've seen everything that The Rock's in. I just don't understand why it ended after the 3rd season. But you know what? That's why we have Google. So I'm gonna Google it real quick and ask them why it got canceled. Let's see. Why did Young Rock get canceled after season 3? Let's find out. Let's see here. So it says, on Friday, NBC confirmed the show, which shot its 3rd season in Memphis, would not get an order for a 4th season. The program, which premiered in 2021, has been a ratings winner in the first couple of seasons, but lost significant viewership in this past season. So I guess it got canceled. I guess the first 2 seasons were great, and then I guess people lost interest in season 3. That sucks. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate because the first 2 seasons I fucking loved, and I'm actually excited to see the 3rd season. So yeah, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to find it on my own because this was from the library. I gotta return it tomorrow. They did my library said we looked all over at different libraries. They don't have season 3. We don't have season. I said that's okay. I said I'll just find it myself and I'll watch season 3, some other time. But I thought it was really good. I don't understand why it had to end. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Yeah, not as many views as season 1 and 2, but overall it's a great show. You guys should definitely check it out. The first 2 seasons, well, at least check out the first and 2nd season. I haven't seen season 3 yet. Maybe season 3 is bad, but the first 2 seasons I literally watched show after show after show after show. I couldn't wait to the next episode. It was some of his adventures, some of his stories are legendary. Really good. Anyway, that's my take on it. I would give the 2nd season a 9 for sure. The first season, definitely a 9 for sure. Well, anyway, it's 7 o'clock, guys. That'll about do her. We've been going for an hour and 37 minutes. I hope you enjoyed the stream. As always, always good hanging out with you guys. Always good. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the Fears Man 26, the main channel, and Fears Vlogs. Check out my buddy Pixel, Lord of the Pylons at Pixel Protocol. Check out my buddy Randall at Cameo Man 2021 and the Mayor of Magic. Check out the Tommy NC 2010 at Tommy NC 2010. Check out the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on Twitch. He's people have called me a legend in the community. I'm nothing compared to Tommy NC 2010 and the Great Sega Camp Gamer. I'm still working on me being a legend, but I wouldn't classify myself a legend. Not yet, at least. But I appreciate that people think I'm a legend. I don't consider myself a legend, though. But anyway. Triple says, thanks for the stream, Fears. No worries, buddy. Always. Happy to do it. Love to do it. Love hanging out with you guys. You guys know I love you. You know, Fears cares about you. Keep in touch. Good times, good tunes. Oh, yeah. Vision says, good stream. Well, speaking of Visions, last but certainly not least, check out my buddy Visions. Lord Visions, King of the Goths, at www.exhumvisions.com. Buy some cool shit. Why? Because Visions makes some cool shit. And he's a cool epic, my buddy, my pal, motherfucker. Alright, well that'll about sum it up. But have a great night. Fears is going to work on some edits tonight. Hopefully I can get something up tonight. I'll be honest, I fell asleep last night. I worked on a vlog a little bit, but then the eyes went down, and then I woke up, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, oh shit, it's almost time to get ready for work. Nunk! Hopefully I don't fall asleep. But I'm going to go make some dinner, and then I'm going to take a shower, then I'm going to get to some edits. Alright, I'm taking off, but Fears loves you. Fears cares about you. And this is Fears. And I'm signing off. Peace, deuce. I'll see you later. Oh, by the way, I watch more than sequels and prequels. Shh, I watch everything. All right, now I'm going to go.